Sage for a second here. Time for another haul video from my Winston-Salem trip. Um, obviously, this is where I told you guys I would, if you saw the previous video, that I would show you the bag of toys I dug out of the bin. Now, different than the regular action figures they have there, they have these bins that have mostly like Happy Meal toys or other toys that, maybe I wouldn't care as much about. There's some stuff like uh, Pokemon stuff and all sorts of random stuff I really don't know anything about. So I try to stay away from. What I love getting is all these like accessories, like this medical box. I would never have that medical box because I would probably not buy whatever set it came in. So the way I get a lot of my random stuff is just from these digs and stuff. When I can dig through a bunch of stuff, I love finding like accessories and just random action figure, accoutrement. Anyway, I do get the Imaginext, even though I don't need the Imaginext figures. I don't know. I should not have got that guy. He's all tore up. Anyway, this robot's kind of cool looking, but it's missing the bottom half. And I swear I found the bottom half in there first, and I could not find it again. I don't know if someone else took it or what, but I dug for quite a while to find it again, and I did not find it. So I was kind of disappointed in that. Some DC Imaginext figures, especially like, those are pretty common. There are some Marvel figures we get into later that are more like Superhero Squad or something. I don't know what they're called. Just a random baby for Christmas, but I figure I might swap the head out and make that a Marvel Legends baby and paint it. And then, of course, just like I thought this is probably from Tomorrowland, but I'm kind of wanting space stuff. And the problem I have is, of course, a cool sniper rifle. Problem I have is, of course, for whatever reason, kids don't care about space anymore, I guess, because they're not making space toys like they used to. And that's kind of sad in my opinion. Used to be astronauts and space figures were really common. And, why is it they're not? And, when, they basically, even now we're starting to have rockets go back into space. Even now we're talking about mining the asteroid belt, going back to the moon, all that stuff. So going to Mars. So I would think that with stuff like The Martian out there and stuff like that, that there would be a toy line for that. I'm kind of surprised that nobody made a toy line for The Martian. I know it wasn't a kid's movie, and I'm sure like the collectibles line has some stuff, but whenever you have all these cool spacesuits like Interstellar, The Martian, all these cool movies with astronauts in them, but there's no real cheap, affordable, kid-friendly figures for them, what is it going to take? Like, what kind of space-themed thing, besides Miles from Tomorrowland, I don't really see much in the way of space-themed things. But that's just my own random tangent. I hope you're seeing the figures and everything. You don't have questions about them. That's a big blue astronaut from back in the day. Like I said, they used to be a big deal. Like, you would see astronaut toys all the time. Joker here. Well, do you want to know how I got my scars? I got a pig home in a pan. Okay, I'll stop that. And then, of course, there's just random, like a doll I could put with Deadpool or something. Guns and stuff. Always great to find accessories, you don't know how you're going to use them, if you'll ever use them, but it's better to have them and be able to use them than not have them and be like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I had a shotgun or a lightsaber? Yeah, nobody wants to have a Jedi without a lightsaber. It would be kind of dull. And of course, unless you're paying full price for figures, when you find a lightsaber like that one, like later I may find a Star Wars figure to go with that. So I think it's cool. And then I didn't end up spending any money on that lightsaber, really. Like I said, this whole bag I got for $15, but it really was trade credit. These are Po Galactic Heroes, or Galactic Soldiers, or Galactic Knights, or whatever. They're Palpo Galactic, and you can actually find them for sale on some website, $2 a piece or whatever right now, which was kind of interesting. Of course, on eBay they're like 10. I think I might use the heads for customs. That's why I decided to get them. They're really cool looking, sculpted, but Thor. But they didn't have any articulation, so that's why I really almost didn't get them. Then of course there's more accessories, Star Wars, Spider-Man, and Venom. Oh, I'm sorry, Carnage. Good God, I am so sorry. More stuff, random gun stuff. Like I said, that's the kind of thing, if I'm making a danger room, I want that to be able to pop out of the wall. I expect you to die, Bane. Ra's al Ghul, I don't have to save you. Oh yeah, just a gun. I think that's probably from like one of those lines where they, put the toy on a little pad so you can have it in your video game or something. But I thought it was cool looking all the same, so I didn't care. This is some sort of like Saint something figure from like Japan. I don't know if it's even supposed to be in that bin. They do have figures that are bigger that are bagged up for sale. The issue run into is that I guess somebody probably like opened the figure up or something, but then like left it in the bin, or it got put in the bin by one of the workers because they're like, I don't know where this goes. Throw it in the bin. It's a loose toy. Throw it in the bin. Which I was more than happy to get, but I kind of was like, are they going to say something? Because this is actually like, an articulated figure, unlike a lot of these other things that are very low articulation or small. But anyway, they didn't, and there's an Overwatch figure. Like I said, a lot of this I got all this in trade. I may sell some of it. I may trade some of it. I just thought it was cool little stuff, so that's why I got it. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me when I have trade credit like that, and there's not something I'm looking for, or they don't have a bunch of Marvel Legends or anything. I did get a lot of core figures, like I said in my previous video, so I was really happy with that. I was happy to find actually gills in this set, so that was the only core figure I got in this set. But I do, that's because they were selling those for $2. I don't know how gills got in there either. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll ramble on the next video. Thank you for watching, and pour on the plastic.